I have clients that have very short hair and their hair is not healthy. I have clients that have very long hair and their hair is not healthy. I know you're wondering, and I get this question quite a lot. I am Dr. Dwella Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. So once your hair is in its wet condition and it's most healthy, which you've just conditioned it, now you can see the actual texture of the hair. In looking at the texture of the hair, determining if it is healthy or not healthy only depends on what the strands look like. Doesn't depend on the length, so it all depends on what the hair looks like when it's in its happiest state. It's going to be at its happiest state when it's moisturized. After you've now gone through washing it, conditioning the hair, checking your scalp, making sure it's nice and healthy, now you go on to your styling, to the styling part. One thing that you can do after you take your braids out is to make sure that you're starting with a healthy scalp. Make sure that your hair is healthy. Make sure that you've had a good trim after you take your braids out. I always recommend trimming your hair when you take your braids down, especially if it doesn't look healthy. If your hair has been up for a while and it looks healthy, you may not need a trim. Your hair may be really, really healthy after it comes down, but your cosmetologist will be able to share with you if it's time for a trim or if it's time to leave it as it is. If you have split ends on the very end, if you don't take care of it, that hair shaft can split all the way up the shaft, and then the ends of the hair end up looking not very healthy at all. They end up looking very unhealthy. So it's always important to get your ends trimmed, and your cosmetologist will be able to give you the insight on when is the best time to trim them. So once your ends are trimmed and nice and healthy, thank you for listening. This is Dr. Dwella Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. Thanks.